This morning we're going to do a chocolate cake. A nice simple, as we always say, simple chocolate cake. Now what you need to do before we start with the ingredients, by the way, no Clive today, he's on a fishing convention down the Tipton and Cosley Canal. So we're going to have to do all this ourselves, so bear with me. First of all, you're going to need to set your oven. So set your oven up at 190, that's 170 fan or gas mark 5. And you're going to need to get yourself a couple of sandwich tins. I'll get it out in a minute. Sandwich tins, 20 centimetre sandwich tins. Now butter them liberally, always nice and liberally butter them, and cut yourself 2 circles of baking paper or baking parchment, whichever you want to call it. So get yourself 2 of those. Set your oven up, which we'll do now. Mine's a fan, as you know, so it's 170. And what we'll do, we'll get the camera rigged up above and we'll go through the ingredients. Okie dokie. To start off with, we're going to do the ingredients for the cake mix. You're going to need 200 grams of golden castor sugar. You're going to need 200 grams of softened unsalted butter, 4 medium eggs, 200 grams of self-raising flour, 2 tablespoonfuls of cocoa powder, 1 teaspoonful of baking powder, half a teaspoon of vanilla extract, a pinch of salt, and 2 tablespoons of milk. Now that's your ingredients for the cake mix. So we'll go on now to the filling, which is the buttercream. Okay, moving on to the buttercream filling, you're going to need 100 grams of milk chocolate chopped up, 200 grams of ordinary salted butter softened, 400 grams of icing sugar, 5 tablespoons of cocoa powder, and 2 tablespoons of milk, and that's your buttercream filling. Now finally, we're going to make some decoration for the top. So you're going to need some chocolate, you're going to need some dark chocolate, 50 grams, you're going to need some white chocolate, 25 grams, and you're going to need some milk chocolate, 25 grams. And that's for your decoration, which we'll make at the end. That's a bit of, you haven't got to put the decoration on if you don't want to, but it does make the cake look a little bit more fancy, if you like. So there you go. Now this is the simple part. This is the cake mix. Grab yourself a nice big bowl. There we go. And all you got to do is put everything in. So 200 grams of self-raising flour, 200 grams of golden castor sugar, 4 eggs, cocoa powder, pinch of salt, the there we go, softened butter. Let's get a bit of paper. 2 tablespoons of milk and 1 teaspoon of baking powder and half a teaspoon of vanilla extract. There we go. Now what we need to do is just beat this together. So we'll start it off manually with a wooden spoon. Now, I'm just going to finish it off with the whisk, electric whisk. It just makes it a little easier. And that's it, we're done. Okay, what we need to do now is transfer the cake mix into the 2 sandwich tins, half in each one, so as best we can. Okay, all done. Right, we're just going to pop those in the oven for 20 minutes. And while they're baking in the oven, we're going to have a little interlude. As I said, we got no Clive, but I do know I've got some archive footage of a little holiday I took with a very dear friend of mine back in 2008, if I remember right. A little cruise around the Canary Islands. So I'm going to dig that out and we can take a little look at that while they're baking. So in they go now. Guys, that's just been 20 minutes, so it's time to take them out the oven and have a look. Yep, seem to have risen quite nicely there. Now what we need to do is the skewer test, as we always do. So pop in the skewer, it comes out clean, they're done. Clean. Clean, so they're done. So what we're going to do with those now is put them to one side and leave them to cool down for 10 minutes and then turn them out onto a wire rack. Right, guys, now while the cake is cooling down, grab your chocolate, put it in a microwavable bowl. I'm just going to stick it in the microwave for 30-second bursts, and every 30 seconds give it a stir until it's melted. 30 seconds, stir, put it back in until it's melted. Then stick it to one side and let it cool down for 5 minutes. Now I've turned out the cakes, chocolate sponges, and put them on a wire rack. So we'll just put those to one side just to finish off cooling. So grab yourself another mixing bowl and we're going to make the buttercream filling. So you're going to need the icing sugar into the bowl, along with the softened salted butter. So to start this off, grab a fork and start forking the icing sugar and the butter together, just to start it off. Okay, that started it off. Just swap to a wooden spoon, start mixing that and blending it, I should say, together with the wooden spoon. Be patient with this. Spilt a bit there, never mind. Okay, that's done. Now you need to add a pinch of salt and sieve in your cocoa powder. Give that another stir. And then finally, add your melted milk chocolate. And your 2 tablespoons of milk. Give that another stir. Right, that'll do. Now what we're going to do is finish this off with the electric whisk. And there we are, all finished, ready to get into the cake or put on the cake. We're getting a bit closer now, so we're just going to bring the cakes across that have cooled down nicely and transfer them to a plate. So we'll put 1/2 on the plate there. We're going to grab half the buttercream and stick him on the cake to one side, and then we're going to spread the buttercream around. There we go. So that's your bottom half. So we're going to sandwich them together. Put the next one on top and just squeeze it down. Lovely, lovely. And then we're going to put the other half on the top. And that's it, it's done. Now you can leave it like that if you want, you haven't got to make the decorations, but I'm going to put him to one side now and we're going to have a go at making the chocolate decorations for the top. This is your decorations. Grab yourself a little baking tray, a thin baking tray with some sides on. Line it with some baking parchment, just set it to one side. Now grab your 3 chocolates. Now what you need to do is melt these, do it in the microwave like we did before, 30 seconds, give it a stir. So we're going to melt the 3 chocolates in the microwave now. Okay, so I've melted the chocolate in the microwave. So we're going to pour the dark chocolate first onto the tray. Spread that around. Give it a bit of a shake, just to even it up. And then before it sets, you're going to grab the white chocolate and milk chocolate and just pour that over the dark chocolate like so, any pattern you want. So there's that, and then only the white chocolate. That's it. Now, just give it a shake so it evens it all up. And that's it. All you need to do now is let that set. Leave it to set as long as it takes so it goes hard. So, trusty chopping board back on the work surface. Now I put that chocolate to cool down and I have put it in the fridge, which will speed up the process obviously. So we're just going to pop it out the fridge now and see how it is. There we go, that looks great. So just going to take it off, right, and then we're going to chop it into what shapes you want to decorate your cake. So I'm going to halve it down the middle. There we go. What shapes we're going to have? Let's have a triangle. And another triangle. And there we have it. That's all your decorations. Right, so we grab the cake and we're going to stick these into the one side, like so. And I think that's about it. And we'll get some different shots of that. We're just going to zoom into this. Oh, that chocolate loveliness. Oh, yes, there we go. And we must get a slice, I think, guys. What do you think? Yeah. Okay, I've cut a slice out. Absolutely delicious. Well, I hope it's going to be delicious. And we're going to have a little sample. So here we go. It's very, very chocolatey and buttery. So, Oh, look at that. Oh, that's gonna be great. Afternoon tea. Oh, it's chocolatey. Chocolate, beautiful, absolutely. Good man. Easy to make. Get on and do that. That's fantastic. Really nice chocolate cake. Your basic chocolate cake. Decorations, as I say, put them on if you want, or leave them off. So, if you like what you saw, press the subscribe button, hit the like button, share the video, get the cooking going, or the baking. Cheers guys, catch you next time, and thanks for watching.